Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and enjoying and learning the Quranic conversations that we are having together. So in this video, I would like to share with you and everyone who watches this video, if you consider yourself a Sunni Muslim, a Shia Muslim, or a Christian or Jew, or whatever religion you are, I highly recommend you have to watch this so that inshallah, hopefully in future, you will not repeat the same mistake. And Satan, hopefully inshallah, with Allah's help and support, Satan in future, for the future generations, won't be able to deceive other people like he deceived the early Muslims through the Umayyads. So I have several videos on that topic that you can listen and learn more. So without further ado, let's look at a very quick, short and sweet list of all the stone idols that the current day Muslims, Islamic sects, those who call themselves Sunni, Shia, and other sects that exist, worship unknowingly. So remember, unknowingly, they are just following the religion of the Umayyads and without really paying any attention, without stopping and thinking about it. And that's why Allah in the Quran constantly tells us, commands us that we have أَفَلَا تَعْقِلُونَ. Don't you think that you have to stop, you have to think, you have to ponder, and that most importantly, you should not be following the religion of your fathers blindly. That's what got all the people that unfortunately went wrong and went astray. So the first idol that we want to talk about is the idol that they call Safa. They call this Safa in Mecca. So this is a piece of stone. So this is our first idol. It's just a piece of a stone. It's a rock. And they call this Safa. Of course, remember, this has nothing to do with Safa and Marwa. الصفا والمروة من شعائر الله. This has nothing to do with that. This is just a piece of rock. The original Safa and the original Marwa are in Petra, Jordan. What is Petra, Jordan? Petra, Jordan is the original Mecca. That's the original city of Mecca where Prophet Muhammad was born, and that's the city of Mecca. So this city that you have, Mecca, Saudi Arabia, was built about 80 years after Hijri. So this is where Prophet probably did not even know this place existed. So this is a city that was created by Abdul Malik ibn Marwan, and this temple of idols was established in there by the Umayyads through the hands of Abdul Malik ibn Marwan. This is a temple. This is not a mosque. It's a temple of various idols. So this is our first idol, the idol of Safa. It's a piece of a stone that they worship unknowingly. Again, this is another picture of what they call Safa. This is not al-Safa. This is not the Safa. This is a piece of rock. This is just, and you're going to find a theme here. Again, it's a piece of rock that you see people come here and pray and unknowingly worship. It's not that they have it in their hearts. They're just following the religion of their fathers. So this is our second idol in the temple, the stone worshipping temple that exists in current day Mecca, Saudi Arabia. This is the second idol. They call this idol Marwa. Again, this has nothing to do with Marwa. This is another piece of rock that they come and worship. The original Marwa is in Petra, Jordan. It's very, very obvious what it is. It's a cube just like Kaaba, and there's place for that people used to go and just look at it. And still, even as of today, the tourists go in there and they go around and look at it. They do tawaf. Not that they encircle it. They just go around and look at it. The same thing with Safa that exists over there. And none of them are pieces of rock, interestingly. So this is a piece of rock. This is a second piece of rock that they worship. Let's look at another picture of this idol, stone idol. And this is again the other idol that they worship, Marwa. This is another picture from another angle. So let's go to the third stone idols that they are worshiping. Okay, I have shared this picture with you before, and I have several videos on this and what this is. The stone in here that right now is broken into pieces, this stone is basically used to be the head of the idol al-Lat. It was a female idol, al-Lat. It's a very famous idol that they used to worship. In Persia, they used to call it Mitra. That's various names. I have another video, I go over it. But in Arabia, in ancient Arabia, they used to call it al-Lat. So this is the head of al-Lat. It has been broken. They call it Hajar al-Aswad. It means the black stone. Hajar al-Aswad is the black stone, but in reality, it's the head of the idol al-Lat. People at the time of the Umayyads knew that, and apparently there were carvings on it were quite visible. We discussed the writing, but by al-Damashqi, a Christian saint at the time when the worship of this started during the Umayyads, and he actually talked about this. So this is another idol. Also remember, what is this? This is a female private, symbolic of a female private part. So it's a symbolic of a female private part. Keep this in mind because I'm going to show you another picture, and then you're going to know why I said that. And this idol that worships is another piece of a stone. This is where they believe that they stone the devil. So that's what they believe. They come here, and this is a very old picture. It has changed. I will show you the new pictures. But this is the old pictures of it. They used to come and still do that, and they stone this piece of a stone, thinking and believing that they are stoning the devil away. And unfortunately, many people lost their lives because they used to throw the stone at each other, and hundreds of people have died during this satanic practice that they do. So which is really sad. But what is this? This is a phallic symbol. This is a male. I showed you the female. So whenever you have that female private part, you have to have the male private part as well. So this is phallic symbol. So whenever you have this, you have the female one, you have to have this as well. All of these idol worshipping religion, they have it. Hinduism has it. Ancient, all of them have it. That's why whenever you see the female private part, you have to see the male private part, and that's why they put it in there. They didn't know what to say, so they came up with an excuse and created a custom that maybe existed before Prophet, but during the time of the Prophet, it didn't exist. Prophet had eliminated that. Quran also doesn't have anything about it, anything about stoning the devil. So basically, they disguised it under the cover of stoning the devil. So this is the male phallic symbol, and I showed you the female phallic symbol as well. Let's look at some newer pictures. Again, this is a newer picture of it. It's just an obelisk. It really is an obelisk. It's just, it exists all around the world. I'm pretty sure you have seen it, Egyptian obelisk, and we're going to look at some newer pictures as well. This is another picture from a different angle. Again, you can see what it is. Let me show you some modern pictures as well. And this is a picture of a modern obelisk. This is in Washington, D.C. It's really a male, it's a very, very well-known male phallic symbol that has existed for thousands of years. It's just, it's a very well-known thing. You can just do a little bit of research on it yourself. And these are the Egyptian obelisks. Again, the same thing. And let's just go back, look at some older picture of the male phallic symbol in Saudi, Mecca, Saudi Arabia. Again, as you can see, this is an old picture of it, very old picture, very interesting, and you can see how it was. And it is very interesting. It has the mark Coca-Cola here. That tells you this must be for like 70, 80 years ago. And these are the new ones that they are building. So that's how it is right now, apparently. And again, this is another picture. This is Vatican. This is Vatican. So Vatican has the exact same. There's a female. This is a male phallic symbol. And again, you can see the same thing that current Muslims are worshiping. This is the female phallic symbols, and this is the symbol of Shiva Yoni, and that's all there is. This is just pure idol worship, pure. It's 100%. This is pure idol worship, nothing else. These people unfortunately don't know that, and that's why when you go to the current Hajj that Muslims perform, the Islamic sects perform, worshippers of Akbar, is that they have to take all their clothes off. They're almost half naked. This used to be the custom because, and I don't want to go into that conversation. You can read all about it. That's why they're naked over there. They only have like one white robe around them. It's just unbelievable. Okay, this is another stone idol that they worship under the disguise of Maqam Ibrahim. Maqam Ibrahim means a place, a location that Ibrahim was. I don't understand how they call Maqam as footprint. It's just beyond me. It beats me. And they have created, apparently this is footprints, and they say this is the footprint of Abraham. This is an ancient granite stone that they are worshiping. It's actually in here. It's inside here. So they hide it inside here. So it's that they attribute that to Abraham. This must have been an ancient idol or a pedestal there. They put the head of an idol or something on here. And this probably was the place where they used to place a big idol on it. So this must be the pedestal of an ancient idol. I don't know, is it Manat, is it al-Lat, or is it al-Uzza, or another idol that I'm not aware? No one knows. But this is an ancient granite stone that they worship, that they have inserted it here under the disguise of Maqam Ibrahim, which has nothing to do with footprint of Prophet Abraham. And they worship that over there. So, which is very unfortunate, but it's a major idol again that they have inserted in there and they worship. And of course, again, as I have said before, unknowingly, this is a temple for stone idols. It's not only one idol. This is a collection of pre-Islamic stone idols that they have put in there and they worship there. This is another piece of a stone that they storm and worship. They call this Mount Arafat. It means Arafat mountain. Now, in which culture, where in the world is this considered a mountain? Is this a mountain? I really want to ask your opinion. Anyone, have you ever seen is this called mountain in any culture that you are aware of? I'm not aware of this being called a mountain. Maybe a hill, maybe a rocky hill, maybe a hill, but definitely not a mountain. I'm not aware of any culture calling this a mountain. This is just a piece of rock. It's not even like a hill. It's a very small. I have seen much bigger hills. So this is a piece of rock that they worship. They call Arafat. It's definitely not Mount Arafat. Are you kidding me? You have to really be kidding yourself. If anyone thinks that this is a mountain and this is Mount Arafat, you have definitely not seen mountains in your life. Please go out, Google mountains, and look at pictures of some mountains in the world. And then you're going to know what a mountain is. This is not a mountain. This is a piece of rock that they worship, and they believe this is Mount. This is not Mount Arafat. Mount Arafat is in Petra, Jordan. You actually can go from Kaaba. It's a small pathway with staircases that goes actually on top of these huge mountains, several mountains that are clumped together. That's why they call them Arafat. It's plural because it's not only Arafat. It's not only one mountain. There's several mountains clumped together, huge mountains. You have to walk 30-45 minutes up to get to the top of that mountain. And that's an actual real mountain. That's a Mount Arafat in Petra, Jordan. Mecca, the original, the true Mecca. So they didn't know what to find. They didn't want to go up a mountain. They were lazy. They didn't believe in these things. They're like, let's just find a small piece of rock. And they obviously were very interested for reasons that, again, are beyond me. They were very interested in worshiping stones. And as you can see, this is another piece of a stone that they worship. It's another picture from another angle. Again, look, this is a mountain. This is a mountain. In which book, in which culture is this? Is this a mountain? Are you kidding me? Really? Is this a mountain? Look, this is a mountain. And what is this? This is not even a hill. But anyway, so this is another stone that they worship, and they consider that a mountain, whereas it really isn't. But this is another stone idol. Again, another picture of this stone idol, as you can see. So as you can see, they worship 6 stone idols in that temple that they go to. Thanks to Allah, all praises and glory be to Allah, I've never stepped foot in this place. And I had so many opportunities to go there back when I was much younger, but every time something would happen, and now I know why. Back then I used to become upset because I was one of these people. I was making the exact same mistake that these people are making. So I feel for them. I know they have good hearts. That's why I'm making these videos, hoping and praying that some of them would wake up from worshiping these idols, from associating these idols with Allah. Unknowingly, they have been deceived. They have been duped by Iblis. They just don't know that yet. And I'm not going into Shia idols, because now Shia sect, in addition to all these stone idols that they worship together with their Sunni brothers, they also worship the dead. They go to these tombs of dead people. No one knows who is in there, first of all, but they go over there and worship the dead and pray to the dead. So they have other idols as well, like on so many idols. Sometimes you can't even count that. But there's so many of them. Inshallah, I will make another video about that. But these 6 idols, that we went over, these are major idols that I can tell you that all Islamic sects unknowingly worship them. They go over there to this temple, this satanic temple in Mecca, Saudi Arabia, that was established at about 100 years after after Hijri. They go over there and they worship these pieces of stone, unfortunately, and Allah is better aware of what is in their heart. But this I want to point out that this is what happens when you don't think. This is what happens when you follow the religion of your fathers blindly. I was doing the same thing up until Allah blessed me and some of my family members. So I no longer do this, with Allah's mercy, with Allah's guidance. And may Allah guide the rest of this ummah as well, and wake them up from this satanic trance that they are in. And I am sure, inshallah, there will be days that people will look back and this will become a museum, and demonstrating to people how Allah, Satan, how Allah guided the people, but people, early Muslims, were deceived by Satan, abandoned Allah, and chose to follow Satan. And Allah allowed it, and look what they have ended up worshipping, stone idols under various names. I mean, this is all fake names like Safa. This is not the original Safa. The Safa, the Kaaba, the original Kaaba, the original Safa, the original Marwa, the original Arafat, all of them are in Petra, Jordan. Allah has kept them purified, clean from the rich, from the unclean ideology of the associators and the worshippers of Akbar. Allah has kept them completely clean. They're still there, and tourists day and night are going there. And I have seen Christians go there, Jews go there, Muslims go there. Unknowingly, they are doing the Hajj without even knowing that. They enter the gate, they go to Safa, they go to Kaaba, then they go to Marwa, and then they walk up to Arafat and stay there. And they don't know, but they are doing the Hajj. And this place people are coming here to worship these pieces of stone. Anyway, peace and blessings to all of you.